Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind awake to find that it was in vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, that they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make it possible. This is a quote by T.E. Lawrence. And that's what we want to talk about today is, are you a dreamer of the day? This week on episode 128 of The Relaxed Male. Hello and welcome to Relaxed Male, a podcast that helps men change their relationship with themselves. I am your host, Brian, and I am a men's life and mindset coach who is here to help you understand that you don't have to suffer at your own expense. You can live your dream, and I encourage you to set, then pursue your goals. So join me as I change the mindset and attitudes of men so that they can be the leaders of their families and their destinies. Hey man, hello and welcome to Relaxed Male. All right, so we're going to be talking about dreamers of the day. Now, this is a completely different thing than being a day dreamer. But before we jump into that, I want to thank all you guys for coming in, getting new folks coming in every day, people going back, listening to old episodes, and it's great. I'm seeing that our growth is up and to the right. We're not going down and to the right. We're going up. And this is great because more and more men are realizing that this movement of the relaxed male, becoming relaxed men, kicking that nice guy to the curb and telling him that you don't need him anymore. You're going to live your life on your terms. And when you do, you start finding out that your wife starts having that sparkle in her eye again. She starts finding you a lot more attractive, all because you're doing what you want. You're not doing what you think she wants. You're not trying to throw those covert contracts at her because she just smacks those down and just laughs in your face when you do. Women don't like it when you're trying to be underhanded and sneaky, trying to manipulate them. And that's what a nice guy does. A nice guy is a manipulator and a liar. And I want you guys to stop that. And to do that, I give you the tools and ways to think and how to look at life in a better way so that you're not running around being worried that you're going to upset somebody. You can actually walk around the world and live your life and be okay with somebody else being upset because that's their own set of thoughts. So if you end up liking this, or if you're new to the show, go ahead and on your podcast platform of choice, you can hit the subscribe or follow, whichever one it is that you see. I can't talk all of a sudden. And so you can actually go through and get the show delivered to you every week free of charge. It's great. It's wonderful. All this wonderful, incredible knowledge being dumped onto you, and so that you can become the best man that your wife, family, and society really needs. So, are you a dreamer of the day, or are you just a daydreamer? Now, if you've got a daughter and she's met a new boy and she just is all sorts of lovey-dovey about it, one of the biggest things us men hate to hear is, oh, he's such a dreamer, which makes it sound like, oh, he's got some really big ideas. No, he's just a dreamer. He's not a doer. Now, if she finds somebody, and when he is a doer, he is getting out there and getting stuff done. That's somebody worth looking at. That's somebody worth, being interested in. But you hear somebody is just being a dreamer. There's someone, they sit around, they may dream. Oh, that would be nice, man. I'd be able to have some extra money in my pocket. That would be great. That's all they're going to do. They're going to talk about it. They're going to all talk. They're all cattle and no hat, as the cowboys say. There's nothing worse than being a dreamer. A daydreamer is just somebody who is not going to get anything done. But if you're a dreamer of the day, as that T.E. Lawrence quote goes, dreamers of the day are dangerous men. that they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make it possible. When you dream during the day, that is where you start taking action. They may act on their dreams. We dream about, I'm going to start my own business. Boom. If you're going to start it and you're dreaming of having your own business, you start dreaming of having your own business, all of a sudden things start happening. You're going to tear up lots of people's preconceived notions of what you are or are not able to do. A lot of people don't like that. All of a sudden you're making changes that they wish that they had made, and you're tearing their world apart in a way. And that's a lot of the reasons why you have so many people try to dissuade others from going into business, from doing things that are great and grand and audacious. So do you dream during the day? Many of us men, we don't even allow ourselves to actually dream, which is honestly sad. We have been, I'm not even going to say conditioned. We have been, through our experiences of life, shown dreaming doesn't do any good. And they're right. Dreaming itself does no good. You can sit there and dream that you have $1 million. You can dream that you won the lottery. It's never going to happen, though, if you're just sitting there dreaming. You're never going to win the lottery if you just talk about it. You've got to go off. You got to spend the idiot tax to go for the lottery. I hope you don't play the lottery, guys, because you're not going to make any money. And if you do, people are not going to see you with that in a respectful light, because honestly, you didn't earn the money. People want to see you earn that money. If you don't earn it, it becomes a pain point is what it is. But if you dream and stuff, things happen. But if so many of us, like I said, so many of us men feel that dreaming does no good. We've been told, don't have that dream. Don't pursue that dream. That's going to lead you down a path of pain and suffering. We end up having start feeling that the world dictates, or our circumstances dictate what our world is. There you go. That was not coming out right. So we feel that our world is what our circumstances want to dictate to us. And so we think that we're supposed to feel a particular way, when in all reality, that's not the truth. We can always have a different line of thinking about different circumstances. So if our circumstances aren't what we want, well, okay, then change that circumstance, or change that thought about that circumstance. We can't change the circumstance so much as we can change how we think about it, how we approach it. What is our thoughts around that particular circumstance? But because we often start to feel trapped, and we resign ourselves to that. This is our life. It's our lot in life. It's not a lot, but it's our life. Yet if we change how we look at the world, we can change everything about our world. And you can do that by dreaming. Now, you've got something you always wanted to do. Maybe it was to play the piano, or learn the banjo, or to learn to play the guitar, or learn to work with metal and fire, or be able to carve or build a table. There's us men have a lot of dreams. We have I would like to try that. I'd like to try drawing, and I've even got stuff together for drawing. I've done it a little bit and then just kind of let it fall, because I don't have time right now. I want to be able to set my schedule up to where I can spend an hour and a half, 2 hours, a day to draw something, draw a troll doll or a Star Trooper, or, whatever else, Starship Trooper, whatever it is that Star Trooper, what the hell is a Star Trooper? But anyhow, we do whatever it is that you want. You need to be able to start setting up your life. But to be able to do that, you've got to dream. What does your life look like? What is your ideal life going to be? What do you want in 3 years? What do you want life to look at? It doesn't mean it's going to be that exactly, but you've got a target that you're aiming for. This is the power of dreaming is a lot like Sebastian from the NeverEnding Story. If you've ever watched the movie, or maybe even read the book, back at the end of the movie, when Fantasia has been completely destroyed by the nothing, all he had left was a single grain of sand. the only way he could rebuild it back was by wishing. Well, wishing is a lot like a dream. It's, well, I wish I had $1 million. Well, that's a wish is a dream without an action. But our dreams, when we do take action, that's when things start happening. He takes action. He starts making lots of wishes and dreaming. And that's what builds Fantasia back. All of a sudden he's got the Rockbiter back and the racing snail and the stupid bat and the, the oracle, the oracles and the gates and everything about it. They're all back. You got Atreyu and his horse and all that comes back because at least took the action to start dreaming. And I kind of think that's what the NeverEnding Story is about, because you never stop dreaming. When you start actually looking at dreams, like what are some of your dreams? Many guys will, I really don't have anything. What are your hopes and aspirations? I really don't have much in the way of dreams and aspirations. Well, why? What car would you love to have seeing in your parking lot, in your driveway? Me, I'd like to have a early 70s, Volkswagen Carmagia. I've always thought those were cool looking cars. I mean, yeah, I know they're kind of heaps, but at the same time, they're cool looking. I'd like to have a GTO of the 60s model GTO. Thought those were awesome looking cars. I mean, there's a lot dream cars. I mean, some people may want a Ferrari. Some people may want a Lamborghini. What type of car would you like to have? You can actually go through, you can make a list of 50 things that you would love to have, 50 dreams that you have, 50 things you would like to do. Me, here in 2 years, I would love to be walking down the Camino de Santiago. I think it's going to happen. I'm making steps to make sure that happens, but you have to start being able to dream. So why do so many men give up on their dreams? Because some do. Some men, especially in their 20s, we start out, we have all these dreams. We have world domination on our mind. We're like, yeah, we're going to get this done. I'm going to come out of this thing on top. I'm going to be the big man on campus and yada, yada, yada. And then by 30, we're just got our nose to the grind and we're just trying to survive more than anything. So why? Well, again, we've talked about it and mentioned it before. We get told by our parents and by our spouses that we have to be, there are certain things you have to be responsible for. And yeah, you have to be responsible for if you're married and you have kids, then yeah, that is your number one responsibility, is to make sure that they are clean, fed, have shelter. You got to protect, provide, and lead your kids and your family. But we do that thinking that we can't have a dream also. We can't do something a little audacious. Yet that is the very time it would do you the best to be just a little audacious. Try something weird and wacky. Is it going to fail? Yeah, probably. Is your wife going to be a little mad that you spent a good chunk of change? Yeah, more than likely, yeah. Because she's worried about the safety of her family. You're running around, you just blew, $10,000 on something and it didn't work out. Oh, great. Now you can't be doing that no more. Well, no, who says you can't be doing that? Yeah. You try it again, try it different. Just don't put your family at complete and total, risk, but you got to have a little risk in your life. That makes you feel, that's what makes us men feel alive, is when we got a little risk, a little bit of danger. What if we wind up homeless? Well, what would happen if you wound up homeless? Would you really be homeless? We tell ourselves all these lies. We tell ourselves reasons why we need to give up these dreams. We have these thoughts. These thoughts tell us, dude, this isn't going to work. You're going to end up losing all your money. You're going to be living homeless underneath a bridge. And in all reality, no, if you lost everything, you wouldn't be homeless on the bridge. You'd have a friend who would have a spare bedroom that you could go live in until you got back underneath your feet, which would probably be about 3 to 6 months. And then you'd be out there rebuilding your life, but you would have more skills on how to build that life than you did when you first tried. So you could build your life back a lot faster. That's one thing a lot of millionaires do. They will try something, boom, lose it all. And within a year or two, boom, they have got their millions again. Why? Because they don't stop dreaming. They don't go, oh, well, that didn't work. I better stop dreaming. This stuff's dangerous. I'm homeless. No. They just, well, that didn't work at all. Wow. That was messy. All right. Well, we don't know what not to do. Let's do it this way this time. You can dream. And if you need permission, I'll be the man who gives you permission. We will talk. We can, during coaching sessions, you're going to be doing a lot of dreaming. You're going to be doing a lot of looking into the future and seeing what is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to see yourself as? What is it that is really making you tick? Because that is the important stuff. Knowing what it is you need to be doing. Sitting there, wasting away, just being ground into dust makes for a very bitter man. While a great and loving man is that dangerous man who will rock the world with his actions. That dreamer of day is the man who will go out and will try something. His favorite word is, I don't know, let's find out. That dreamer of day is the guy who will sit down and write out a list of 50 things he wants, and then take that list and pick out 10 from that list. And from that 10, choose out the top 3 and then decide which one he wants to try first. Knowing that he may not get it right the first time, and he's probably not going to get it right on the second time. He might get it right on the 5th time, but more than likely he's probably going to nail it on the 10th try. Or he may not know at all. Maybe this is his first rodeo in whatever endeavor he's doing. And he's that dreamer of the day. He will try it and he will learn, and he will try again and he will learn, and he will realize that each time he fails, he's growing better. He's getting himself into a position to where he can actually succeed. And that's why they're dangerous, because they won't let up. They won't relent. They're going to do what needs to be done. So do you dream? Are they little small dreams? Like, I'd like to go on a vacation sometime. I would like to go see my mom, sometime in the next couple months. Or are they big dreams? Like, I want to make $100 million in a year. Are they big dreams? Like, I want to get this, whatever this is, get something great. I want to get that car that I've always wanted. I want to have, a Jeep to go off-roading on. I want to have, there's all these things that you could dream. You could dream as big and as audacious as you want, but it's going to take you dreaming and then turning around and start taking action to those dreams. Start taking those dreams and setting them up. You want a house with 3 bedrooms and, a yard for a dog in 3 years. Well, how are you going to do that? I don't know. Well, I don't either. We're going to figure it out though. And so you take that picture of that house, your ideal house, that dream house that you have. It's got 3 bedrooms and 2 baths and a spacious kitchen and a wonderful living room. And you start taking pictures of it. You set it up on beside your computer. You may have it it's taped to the back of your visor, and it's on the kitchen counter and in the bathroom on the mirror. You've got it all over the place. So you're always seeing, there's that picture. There's that house. I'm going to get that house. I'm going to get that house. Now it turns out to be that house. Maybe not. Who knows? But it is a house that is very close to what you want. And if you really, really want that house, then you know what? Who knows? The universe has been known to deliver that very house to you at the time that you really are earning it. So the key is dream. Make up those dreams. Make those dreams and then turn around. Take action. Get after it. Small failures lead to major results. Massive action comes from those failures. Because with every failure you have, you're building up to a yes. You're getting a no, getting a no, getting a no, getting a no. Yes. Getting a no, getting a no, getting a no, getting a no. Yes. You're going to get those yeses. Those yeses are what makes you gives you those little tips and hints of success. And so you become a greater and greater man. So men, if you're interested in doing this, you say, I don't know. That dreaming stuff, having that type of hope, having that type of dreams is really scary, man. I don't think I can do it. Well, then reach out to me. Go to relaxedmail.com/contact and shoot me a message with what your concern is. love to sit down and we'll talk about it. We can talk it through. I'll more than likely share my phone number with you, and we will sit down and we'll spend 2 hours at a time. It's not going to be just a little, hey, how you doing type of deal. We'll sit down. We'll have some serious conversations if you actually are serious about making the change, because I want to be able to help you. I want men to start to be able to dream, because when they dream, they start living their life on their terms. They start living life on their terms. Everybody gets better. Everybody becomes better off when we start living our life on our terms and not sitting around wondering who we're going to offend next. So, man, go out, take action. If this is the first time you've heard this show, man, I appreciate you listening. Now, hit that follow or subscribe button in your podcast platform of choice. If you're looking for me, I am available everywhere. You can find me. If you go to relaxedmail.com/subscribe, I have got as many different ways as I could possibly find to help you subscribe to the show, because I'm available over on not just Apple Podcasts, but I'm also available on Google Podcasts. I've got my love out for you Android users too, because I know so many people forget about y'all, but I am there for you. So we've got the Apple, we've got Google, but I'm also over I'm still on Stitcher, man. I'm on Stitcher. I'm over on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all the big ones, and a lot of the small ones. You can find me over at the podcastindex.org. I'm over on Podchaser. I try to make sure that this show shows up everywhere so you men can find me. I don't want to make it that hard for you to find me. Once you get in and you want to become part of the group, that's where we start to get a little more exclusive. I want the men who are serious about making the changes in their life. And if you're serious and you want to make a serious change in your life, let me know. Reach out. If you want to be able to join in our men's group, do so, man. relaxedmail.com/brotherhood. We'll go through, we'll have a talk. We'll see if you are a fit and how you would fit into the group and become a greater and better and more awesome man. So guys, if you found anything in the show that just absolutely helped you, got you thinking, got you dreaming, share it out on your social media. Share it with the men you know. Let them experience what relaxed male is, why the relaxed male is such an important part of our lives, why we need to become a relaxed male, why we don't need to be spazzing out over every little thing, because it's not going to serve you. It's not going to help you if you're sitting there worried to death about things that are outside of your control. Be able to relax. Understand that your thoughts are going to be there. And yeah, there are going to be some really screwed up thoughts that are just not serving you. But I give you the tools on how you can actually change those thoughts. Alter them so that all of a sudden that circumstance of where your ex-wife is just being a total pain in the ass doesn't bother you anymore. All of a sudden it's okay. Yeah, she's being herself. She's trying. She wants power so bad. She wants to be recognized in such a way. And she's bless her heart. She's trying. She's just doing it wrong. You could look at her with a completely new set of eyes. You could look at your boss as being somebody who isn't quite as bad as you wanted to think. Look at that surmounting problem that you have in your finances. Take that from being an element of fear and, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose everything, to, well, I know what I need to do and I'm going to start taking action. To be able to do that, reach out. relaxedmail.com/coaching, relaxedmail.com/brotherhood of man, or contact /contact. I've got so many ways that you can reach out. You can touch base with me. I would love to hear from you. So if you want help, you want to become better, let me know. I'm there for you, man. So guys, till next week, y'all take care. Thanks a lot for listening. Catch y'all later. Bye.